All right, the Redskins could be making a return. One lawmaker is giving the go-ahead for a bill that would revitalize the land where the Washington Commanders originally played. And a Montana senator, Steve Daines, says the old Redskins logo needs to be part of this comeback.
It honors Indian country. So we've had good discussions with the NFL and with the Commanders. There's good faith negotiations going forward that's going to allow this logo to be used again. Perhaps revenues going to a foundation that could help Native Americans in sports and so forth. We're making good progress.
Here with reaction is the host of the Ricky Cobb Show at Outkick.com. It's Ricky Cobb. Ricky, what do you think? You think we're going to see the return of the Redskins?
Well, I'm optimistic. I think that this is something that would be great for Washington fans and great for NFL fans in general. It's an iconic logo. It honors a great man. Let's bring it back.
A lot of people don't know this, Ricky. If I was at ESPN at the time, I had these sports debates when they were starting to do away with this. That logo, which you can see on your screen right now, was designed by a Montana Indian, a Blackfoot Indian. It honors, I believe, the man who drafted that. It honors one of his ancestors. Everything about this was intended to be something that honors Native Americans. And through some activists and some really, honestly, some white sports writers, they turned this into a civil rights cause.
Yeah, and unfortunately so. Walter Blackie Wetzel, who designed this logo in the early 1970s, was honoring Chief Two Guns White Calf. And it's a beautiful logo. It makes you think of all of those great Washington football teams of the 1970s and 80s. And let's face it, the Washington Commanders, that's a franchise that's been in search of an identity since it lost its identity. And I think bringing this logo back is a great way to honor the tradition and do it in a respectful way.
The question, Ricky, will be, can they overcome the activist class, the loud class, which, by the way, is populating the sports media as well. I know this, did the research on it. The Washington Redskins were the most popular team on almost every Indian reservation in the country. They loved the Redskins. But again, by some activists, it was painted as though it was this insulting thing to Indians. And it just makes you wonder, though, acknowledging that reality, and Steve Daines making this point, you're in sports as well, can you overcome this narrative that has been pushed that it's racist?
I think that we have to push back against this narrative. DEI gone amok is possibly one way to look at this. Cancel culture gone too far. You don't want to cancel the great things about Native American culture, and done appropriately with this logo. Nobody's suggesting to bring the team name back. I don't think that there's any way that that's going to happen, but to throw out this logo along with the team name, I think went way too far, and it's taking away from celebrating Native American heritage in this country.
Yeah.
And I think that we've got to use some common sense here, Will. Let's bring it back.
Native Americans have an integral role in the history of this country, and by indulging this cancel culture instinct, what they're doing is erasing anything that honors or recognizes Native Americans and their role in this country. It's just, this is political correctness done for the sake of virtue signaling with a real detrimental effect, Ricky. We'll see. We'll see if the logo can make its way back. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Will.
All right.
Bring back the name and the logo.
Pick the perfect pine on Fox Square.
Manny, Mo, and Jack, the Pep Boys.